Hey guys, welcome to Meals with Maria. Welcome to Christmas week. We're here, we finally made it. It is Monday of Christmas week. Christmas is in just 4, 5, I don't know how you count it, short days. I checked in with you guys a few weeks ago to see how you were doing on wrapping and gift buying. And I told you that I had not wrapped anything. So since then, I have had a gift wrapping night, thank goodness. My only issue is that I still have boxes coming in. So as things keep arriving, I keep having to wrap. So you guys let me know where you're at in the comments below. I'd love to know how you're doing on your final Christmas week. Today, I'm gonna bring you a Christmas holiday meal. It's a relatively healthy meal. It's a relatively inexpensive meal. It was actually a meal that I made for my husband and I, almost as like a mini date night, and it was so delicious and festive. So I'm so excited to share it with you, and I hope you enjoy.
So I'm just going to get started by marinating my chicken. I'm going to be using 6 boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I had pulled out of my freezer the night before. And then I'm adding a 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of honey, but I might have put a little more in here because you really can't have too much honey, right? And a sprinkle of black pepper. And then you want to mix everything together really well. If you wanted to, you could absolutely make this marinade in a bowl and then pour it over the chicken. This just happens to be my method. And after doing it, I was like, I should have put it in a bowl, but that's okay. And then I'm going to marinate it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. And you could actually do this for overnight if you wanted to too. And I was probably gone for a little bit longer than 30 minutes because we took this opportunity to head out to a light show down the street in the town near us. And I'm going to post their YouTube down below for you guys because it is a really cool thing. It's one of those shows where they do the lights to the music and they do it all for charity, and just awesome to check out, especially if you're in the New England area. Go ahead and drive over there. So I will make sure to post all the details down below for you. So I'm just going to cover this in plastic wrap, put it in the fridge, and head out to that light show. Now, unfortunately, I can't play the music for copyright reasons, but here's a little clip of what I had posted on my Instagram. So when I got back, I got started on the rest of the dinner. So we're just going to slice up 1 whole red onion and place that on a sheet pan with a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Now you want to add your chicken and just kind of nestle it in right over and in between those red onions. I will tell you that these red onions cook up so amazing. Like, they are soft, they are sweet. It is an incredible flavor, especially with this balsamic marinade. And then make sure that the balsamic marinade, you really get all of it onto that pan. You really want all of that to cook on those onions and on that chicken. So just go ahead and pour it on after you put your chicken onto the pan. I'm also making sure to kind of flatten out my chicken thighs as much as possible. This will help them to cook evenly and make sure that I don't have to keep it in the oven for too long a period of time, because if I have to keep it in there longer, my chicken may become dry. And I will tell you that if you put this in for the right amount of time, it will not be dry at all. It will be incredibly juicy. So now I'm adding, the recipe says a half a cup of fresh or frozen cranberries. I had some frozen ones left over from Thanksgiving that I had just popped in the freezer. If you didn't know you can do that, you absolutely can. And then I'm just kind of pouring them around. I'm not sure if I got a half a cup or maybe a full cup, but that amount just looked perfect, and honestly it tasted perfect. And then I'm just putting some sprigs of tarragon onto my chicken, and I just love the colors in this dish. You have the red and the green, and that's why I just think it is such a fabulous holiday meal, and it is so amazing. So you want to put this in the oven at 425 degrees for about 25 minutes. And during that time, I'm going to be making my couscous. So I have this roasted garlic and olive oil. I think that this couscous, some mashed potatoes, potentially some polenta, roasted potatoes, rice, any side would go really, really well with this, because there's a lot of juice and sauce, and I really want some sort of carb to kind of soak that up. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe cauliflower rice would be good too if you're trying to go lower carb. So I'm just following the instructions on the package and bringing 1 1/4 cups of water, the seasoning pack, and a tablespoon of olive oil to a boil. And then I'm just going to pour my couscous packet into the pot and cover for 5 minutes. During that time, I'm going to get my asparagus started. So my chicken is in the oven, and it has been for a few minutes, probably about 5 minutes. And I figure let's get the asparagus ready so that I can put the asparagus in the oven for the last 10 minutes of cooking. So I'm just chopping the ends off there. I really don't like those crispy ends of the asparagus. I know some people eat them. It's totally fine. Go ahead and leave them on if you like them. And then I'm drizzling on about 2 teaspoons of olive oil. This is kind of your taste, how much olive oil you want to have on here, and also sprinkling on some Diamond Crystal kosher salt, as well as a little bit of pepper. And then I'm popping this in the oven for 10 minutes. So basically when you have 10 minutes left on your chicken, go ahead and pop that asparagus into the oven. And then I'm slicing up 1 lemon and putting aside some garlic powder. At this point, my couscous has done, and I'm just fluffing it up with a fork, and you can see it looks delicious. I really, really enjoyed the couscous with the chicken this night, and that garlic flavor is so good too. And you can get those couscous packages on sale for $1 sometimes, so definitely watch out for those. So I'm just going to squeeze a half of a lemon onto my asparagus, and go ahead and use the other half of the lemon if you're a huge lemon fan. I like a little bit of flavor, but I'm not too crazy about it. And then I'm sprinkling about a teaspoon of garlic powder. The recipe I used did call for fresh garlic, but I just felt that would be a little bit strong, so I just wanted that simple garlic flavor on the asparagus. And then I'm going to sprinkle on some Parmesan cheese. I have this huge container of Parmesan cheese from BJ's, but you can use whatever type of parm that you like. Or if you're trying to go vegan with these asparagus, you can definitely use nutritional yeast. I think that would be quite good. So I'm just going to mix everything around here, and out comes my chicken. This chicken is so incredible. The flavor is amazing, and I really love that there is just not too much sugar in it. That balsamic flavor is so savory. The tarragon gives it this, it's almost like a light licorice flavor, but I don't even like licorice, so I hesitate to say that, but it was so good. The cranberries are absolutely fabulous, and this asparagus, it is so simple and so amazing. This meal, aside from the marinade, cooks in 30 minutes or less. Once you get started with everything in the oven, it just moves along. So it's just such an amazing meal to make in such a quick period of time. My husband and I could not stop talking about it. And this particular night, my kids had eaten sandwiches ahead of time, but we just absolutely loved this. And I do have some for lunch today, and that's pretty much all I'm thinking about, especially as I watch this video. So I really hope that you're able to make this for your family and that this was a helpful recipe for you. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I make videos like this. I make budget meal videos, extreme grocery budget challenges, and do grocery hauls. So please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more of the fun. And I will see you all tomorrow.